Hi, my name is Alex Pasquin with McGraw-Hill. The purpose of this video is to welcome you to your Spanish 1130 or 1131 class and to help you get acquainted to Connect and let you know the best way to gain access to Connect and get a copy of the textbook. So Spanish 1130 and 1131 take part in the All Access program at UF. What you'll do to gain access to Connect is log into your GatorLink account and opt in to the course materials for Spanish 1130. If you're in 1131 and already took 1130 using Connect, you will not have to opt in again. The access will get you through the second semester course or 1131. So once you've opted in, you'll be presented an access code. After that point, you'll log into Canvas and access one of your assignments in the Assignments tab, and it'll take you to a login screen for Connect, where you'll set up your account and enter your access code. Once you've done this, you're going to receive an email confirmation from the bookstore. What you'll do is take that email confirmation down to the bookstore and let them know that you're there to pick up your free copy of the loose leaf version of the textbook. So, the first thing that I want to show you in Connect are a couple folders at the top. The first is a video on what is Connect and how do I use it. There's a folder here that says Getting Started with Connect. Again, it has a couple extra helpful videos on navigating Connect and completing assignments, viewing feedback after your work is graded, and then viewing your grades and using Insight. The second folder here is the Need Help folder. This has the Connect support information. Your professors are the experts in speaking Spanish. If you ever have a question about the textbook or how to say something in Spanish, your professor is your go-to. If you ever have a question about Connect, or if you ever have an issue with Connect, the Connect support folks are the ones you want to go to, and their phone number is listed in this document. It's 800-331-5094. Anytime and every time you call Connect support, we'll ask that you get a couple things. Number one is the case number that the agent gives you. Number two is provide your instructor the reason that you called, whether an assignment wouldn't load or something to that matter. The last thing that we need from you are what the next steps were. Was the agent able to help you solve the problem? Did they have to reach out to somebody else? Or did they need you to test something on your side? If you give us those three pieces of information, we can very easily escalate your case and make sure that if needed, you get the support that you need, whether that be an extension to an assignment or another attempt on a homework or a quiz. Without that information, we cannot help you. So over on the left-hand side of your screen here, you'll see the ebook. If you click on the ebook, it'll open up a new tab, so make sure that your pop-up blockers are off. But the ebook is just like a normal ebook that you've seen in the past. It's word for word and page for page, the printed textbook. You can scroll through. Up at the top, you have a couple navigation buttons. You can search and jump to specific page numbers or search for a certain word or a certain chapter. Over on the left, you can tab through just like flipping the page. If there are any videos or anything with a play button, you'll be able to click those play buttons and listen to the pronunciation. If you ever have a question or want to leave a highlight, you can just click and drag your cursor, and when you release, it gives you the option to add a highlight or a note or just a place mark. There is an app on your Apple and Android devices for the ebook. It's called McGraw-Hill Read Anywhere, and it will give you the capability of reading the textbook offline on your device. So I want to jump back over into your course and show you a type of assignment that you'll be doing. In each chapter, there's a vocab and a grammar section that you'll complete. These assignments are called Learn Smart. And again, there's two for every single chapter, one vocab and one grammar. And Learn Smart is an adaptive experience for you as the student to help you learn the vocab and grammar for that chapter. So what you'll see is when you get into the questions, they could be fill in the blank or matching or multiple choice, but there's two parts to every question. There's the cognitive part. It's just asking you a simple question if you know the answer, yes or no. There's also a metacognitive part, and what metacognitive means is it wants you to think about how sure you are of yourself, or are you sure that you know the answer or don't know. So as you're working, you're going to type in your answers and then let the computer know how sure you are of yourself. After you answer, it's going to give some feedback, and what that does is creates your own learning path through the program. So it knows that I need to learn more about this word somos. LearnSmart is a completion assignment. So down on the bottom, you'll see that it calls out that there's 21 items left. That means that you have to answer 21 questions correctly. It might take some students 21 or 22 tries to get 21 correct. It might take others 30 or 35. But once this number reaches 0, you've earned all of your points for this assignment. Within LearnSmart, there are some helpful reports to help you study. A couple of my favorite reports are the missed questions, so you can go back and see the exact questions that you've missed in the past and rework them. And then also the most challenging learning objectives, and that's just going to break down by chapter what learning objectives you struggle with the most. If you scroll down over on the left, there's a great feature for a practice quiz. This is a great way to study or get ready for a quiz or an exam. You can make selections to what you struggled with the first time and edit the amount of questions that you want to do a practice quiz for. And you can see after just making my 3 selections, there's 350 possible questions that LearnSmart could quiz me on. So there's a lot of practice in here if you want it. Once you've made your selections, you'll just click Start Quiz. And again, it's going to continue to ask you the same type of questions and still ask for your confidence level because it will continue to adapt to you. There's no report that your instructor gets that says that you took a practice quiz or that you did a practice quiz or that you got a bunch of questions correct or incorrect in a practice quiz. This is just a study tool for you. So we'll leave this assignment. One of the last things I want to talk to you about are your quizzes. You have a quiz for every single chapter. So for this course, you'll have 6 quizzes. The quizzes are located at the bottom of each chapter. And before each quiz, there's a pre-quiz assignment. This semester, you'll be utilizing a proctoring tool called Tegrity. And it's within Connect, and it's free. So unlike ProctorU, you don't have to pay extra for it. But what the pre-quiz assignment is it's asking you, if you understand that you have to use Tegrity to take your quiz. And then if you don't use Tegrity, you'll receive a 0 on your quiz. There's a video loaded in this pre-quiz assignment and a link out to YouTube to watch, walking you through the steps of how you'll use Tegrity to take your quiz. You can watch that every single time. Also, up top in the Need Help folder, the video also lives here. Tegrity, do this before you take each quiz. So for every single quiz, you'll have a pre-quiz assignment. It's that one question that just asks you, do you understand? That you'll receive a 0 if you don't use Tegrity. You'll click yes, and then you'll be allowed into your quiz. You have 2 quiz attempts for each quiz. So if you use both quiz attempts, you'll need to submit and have 2 Tegrity recordings. The last thing I'll show you is over here on the left. You have some navigation under your menu tab. You have your to-do list, which is a look forward into the next 7 days of the items or assignments that you could work on. Your calendar is also here. This drops all of your assignments on the day of the calendar that something's due. And then your results tab is here, and this gives you the ability to view the feedback and view all of the results of all of your assignments. So again, if you ever have questions about using Connect or something in Connect is not working properly, please make sure to call Connect support at 800-331-5094. Thanks and good luck this semester.